And how cool is this? For the first time in Orléans, there is a craft brewery. It just opened up last week. That's exciting. It is called Stray Dog Brewing Company. With us right now, we have a couple of the owners. First, we have Marc Plante with us. How are you, Marc?
I'm great, thanks.
Wonderful to see you. Justin MacNeill here as well. Good to see you. You guys were on the show how long ago at this point?
I think that was back in January, maybe?
Not too far ago, and you were sort of like in the process of opening up at that point. And now here we are. You've got a business, it's open, people can drop by, say hello. You must be pretty proud.
Oh yeah, we're super excited about it. I mean, Marc and I have been dreaming about this for like the past 5 years. Finally got the first beer out in November of last year, and now we have the doors open to the public, so we want to welcome everybody in and try the different beers that we have.
That is super cool. So Marc, when you say doors open to the public, what can people expect when they go?
Well, it's really a destination for the community. We really want it to be a place that's nice and warm and comfortable. When they can walk in, there's a nice full retail area. We have seating as well, so you can come in, you can grab some cans to go, or you can grab a pint and hang out with some friends, listen to music, and enjoy the atmosphere.
That's fun. So Orléans, let's be specific. What's the exact address?
It's 501 Lacolle Way, which is in the Taylor Creek Industrial Park. So the easiest way to remember is the 174 and Trim Road.
Okay, that's near the bowling alley, right?
That's correct.
Okay, because I know everybody in town knows the bowling alley in Orléans, so that's got to help out a bit. Okay, so let's talk about, so we're going back, Justin, then 5 years ago, this was a dream for you guys?
Oh yeah, Marc and I were both home brewers. We ended up meeting through a home brewers group, and it was something that I think we just kind of joked around about at first. Then after getting the beers and some competitions and getting some recognition, you know, we decided, well, maybe it's time to try to step this up. And then things kind of started to snowball. And then last year we met our third partner, Jen Benet, who just really helped kind of light the fire underneath us to make this a real thing, and here we are now.
That's super cool. But you guys actually both have full-time jobs like outside of the brewery?
Yeah, actually all three of us still work full-time. So it's, I always joke and say we work, well, the joke is not that we're working 80 hours a week, because we truly are, but only one of those jobs truly pays right now, and those are our full-time jobs.
So is it a challenge then to balance the both?
Yeah, absolutely it is. But when we leave work and we go home and see our families for about an hour and a half, we go to the brewery, and when we walk in, I mean, that's our passion. You know, it's one of those things that we've been building and growing up to this point, and it's like finally seeing your baby being born, you know, and now you can actually hold it, and it's a real tangible thing.
That's exciting, except your baby happens to be a 2-4.
Yeah.
So same weight, right?
Pretty much.
No. Cucumber wheat. Tell us about the process of making beer with cucumber wheat.
Well, every one of our recipes started off as homebrew recipes that we've refined over the years. With the cucumber wheat, it was something that on the small scale, when you're making 20 liters, you just put in 4 or 5 cucumbers. When we scaled it up, we quickly realized we were going to need about 400. So one of the biggest tasks, too, was also just sourcing that many. We decided to cut that number in half just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So we had about 190 cucumbers that on a Sunday afternoon, we spent about 5 hours just peeling them, chopping them up, and then eventually tossing them into the fermenter. So.
Okay, so your beer is cucumber wheat. That's what I'm understanding here. That's very unique. I mean, breweries probably have never made beer with cucumbers before.
Yeah, so there's a couple of other breweries that do it, but we are the only one in Ottawa, to my knowledge. And it's one of those things that you think that you're being crafty and unique at the time, and by the time you actually get it out there, it's someone in you know, another area of Ontario has got something similar.
Stray Dog Brewery, they have nothing on you, okay? You guys are like it with the cucumber wheat beer. And I'm saying that right here on live television.
All right.
There must have been a lot of challenges, though. I mean, it can't be easy to just start up a business like this.
Yeah, no, there's challenges that you can forecast, and then there are the ones that you have no idea you're going to face. So the actual process of getting to the point of getting the doors open was pretty good, but it's when we actually got there, small things like when you open the door and you realize you don't have any bags or pens to put your products in or the right notes. You know, we have a canning line that is supposed to be semi-automatic. Well, for the first 3 or 4 days when we were packaging, we were doing it manually. So a lot of late nights and early mornings spent trying to get the beer into the cans. We finally got it working though, and hopefully be smooth sailing.
Good. Have you had received support from other businesses around?
Oh, absolutely. It's been incredible. So the craft beer industry, and in particular here in Ottawa, have been phenomenal. I don't think there's one brewery that we've spoken to from Vankleek to Perth that hasn't either given us advice or loaned us their keg washer or some ingredients when we're in a pinch. We also have, so every brew, we have spent grain at the end that we need to get rid of. We have a farmer that comes out from Curran, which is east of Bourget. He will come every week and pick up our spent grains, and then he takes those and he feeds his animals and then the animals of his neighbors as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's beautiful. Have you ever seen something like that where other companies, other competitors are helping out each other?
I'm sure it does happen, but it's really apparent in the craft beer world. You know, we've seen that not just here in Ottawa, but we've heard stories throughout.
Love to hear that. Okay, with about a minute left, we need to talk about what you have here, your different products, so maybe you can briefly explain them.
Yeah, sure. So the first one we have here is our pale ale called Anytime. It's 5%. It's got some subtle notes of tangerine, orange, pineapple. Super sessionable, so you can have a couple of them and still feel fine, but not watery like some other sessionable beers.
Yeah.
Our cucumber beer is just a super refreshing summer beer that's, you know, if you've ever had cucumber in water, it's delightful. So we decided let's throw it in beer and it works. And then finally our California Common, which is our flagship. So we also have an IPA that we'll be putting out this weekend.
Okay.
So
that's fun.
Yeah, we'd love to have people come down, taste the beers, and we've got a lot more planned.
And they can do that in Orléans.
That's right.
Near the bowling alley. Then you can go bowling.
Yep.
Maybe a bit tipsy. You suggest that, right? You recommend it?
Yeah, I bowl better when I'm a little tipsy.
Stray Dog Brewing Company. Congratulations, Marc and Justin, and thank you for being here again.
Thank you very much.
We've got more Daytime coming up in moments. Stick around.